What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you've seen my previous videos in doing HVAC installations, you've probably seen this awesome cooler, and in this video I wanted to give you some more details on it and show you how awesome of a product it is. So let's get right into it. As you know, I'm constantly on the fly working, doing HVAC installs and service work, and especially during the summer months, it's really nice to have something like this to keep our beverages nice and cool. And this particular one is extremely rugged, so it's great for stuff like what we do. It gets bumped around in our trailer and it's been really solid. So let's show you some of the features of this cooler, and hopefully it'll help you make an informed decision if you're looking for a cooler yourself. So this is my work trailer. I'll show you where I have this set up and my solar setup on this trailer. It has worked fantastic over the summer months, and even during the winter months we'll keep beverages in here. We still get worn out in the winter time just the same. So a couple of features that stand out right out of the gate is, one, you can open this from both sides, which is super cool. So as you can see, you can take this whole thing off as one piece, which is really cool if you're just using this as an ice cooler with ice during the summer months and you don't want to actually run the fridge. Or if you're just in and out of it, like if you're camping and you don't want to have to be constantly opening and closing the lid, this is a really nice feature as well. So as you just saw, all of those beverages fit in here really nicely. Another feature that I really like is this tray that comes out. So you can take this out if you're going camping. You can load it up with groceries and stuff and not have to make trips back and forth to your cooler, which is really cool. And then we have this little space right here. Now, as far as the controls, they're very basic. I'll show you this in a moment when we plug this in and show you our little spot we have for it. But we have our DC inlet port there. We have our AC inlet port there. And another really nice feature is that we have two USBs, so we can actually use this as a charging device for our phones, which is really cool as well. Then we have a battery monitor. So these little symbols here, depending on which of these settings you're on, will tell this cooler when to turn off. So if you want it to run the battery to its bare minimum, you can set it to this one. If you want to be more conservative and not use all of your battery power, I shouldn't say all of it, to the point that is safe where you could still use that battery, any of these three features will do that, but this will give you the most charge left in the battery. Then over here we have a max mode and an eco mode, which is pretty nice. And we have our temperature and our cooling light on there. So let's go ahead and put this in our spot. We have it situated to where it won't move around, and we'll show you how this actually works. So this is the setup we have, just some wood blocks to keep this from moving. I've had this in here for a few months and it's done great. It hasn't moved around at all. So this is it in place. As you can see, it does not move. So we're just gonna go ahead and power this on. And this is kind of my setup in here. I have a separate video that shows this if you're curious. So I have two 100 amp hour lithium ion batteries, a power inverter, and we actually have the fridge running off of 12 volts. So we have a switch here. This connects directly to the battery. It does not operate off of 110. And the reason we chose to do that is because you pull slightly less amps when you run it in 12 volt mode versus 110. But you can run this in either mode. So as you can see, we have our temperature display here. We're set to the medium as far as how conservative we want to be on our battery usage. And then we're set to eco mode here. So really nice, simple display. Now, a lot of you are probably concerned about how many amps this unit pulls. And I'm going to show you actively as we turn this on our unit here. We've got 14.1 volts coming in. That's what our batteries are at right now. As you can see, our load, we're pulling 0 amps right now. We're gonna turn this on and see what we got. As you can probably hear, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but the compressor is on and we're pulling 2.6 amps. So it's a very low amp draw. I've heard multiple really good reviews as far as this unit and how well it does as far as power consumption. Another cool feature that I wanted to show you here is that it has a drain plug right here. So if you did have some ice in here, you could easily drain this out. You can also rinse it out if you want to clean it. That's something that the previous models I think didn't have. So that's a nice added feature. Another really sweet thing about this is that this ICECO fridge functions at a 40-degree angle, which is about right here. So if you were overlanding or doing something where there's a lot of articulation, this cooler is not very susceptible to failure even at a pretty large angle like 40 degrees. So it's really cool for camping and overlanding and things of that nature as well. And as you can see, we have a nice light in here, which is really nice for nighttime use. This thing is running right now and you absolutely cannot hear it. It is mega quiet. The capacity on this is 47 quarts. So you can fit 68 cans in here, believe it or not, or 45 regular size water bottles. So an amazing amount of capacity in this particular model. And ICECO, being the reputable brand that they are, offers a 5-year warranty on this product. So that's pretty much it, guys. I've had this for a few months, zero problems. It's never killed my battery. I love this cooler. We use it almost every day working. I'm surprised it's not more beat up than it is. I hope you found this video informative as far as making an informed decision on purchasing a cooler. ICECO is a very reputable brand and I highly recommend. This has been a great product and I've absolutely loved using it. Make sure and check out the link in the video description to get 12% off your purchase from ICECO. Until next time, you guys be safe. Later.